Ritualizing mad states is sometimes the only cure for bureaucratic imperial insanity.
He's talking about the work of John Weir Perry, where the mad state was then raised into a sacred form and everybody played it. And so that people could play it through and then go beyond it. You know, and I think there's something very potent and important there, because it isn't a question of just doing satires, or those satires on crazy people that we have a lot on our Saturday Night Live. And I know that you have very richly both in Germany and in France. That laughter is a great catharsis. Is there a step beyond laughter in which we play it out into its potential awful denouement? And then you then suggest the state beyond the catharsis into the creation, beyond catharsis into creation. That's what I think is going on.
You know what that quickly brought to mind is, sorry, I have various exhibits over here, right? And you know, one of the poems I'd written as a satire, I don't do much humor, I really want to do much, much more, it's called The Manual of Instruction of Génocidaires. And I wrote it after we finished this book based on the genocide in Rwanda, and the chapter of, this is an artist whose paintings are here, and he's been to our house a few times for peace meetings and so on, Colin Sekajugo, the artwork there. But in this one, you know, it's a poem which was based on how genocides are planned, and very much along the lines of what we've been saying. The first thing that's done is the culture is crushed, the values are abused, etc. And what I did actually, because in this conference where everyone else was speaking, the one on justice, I performed for the plenary and then had workshops. And I suddenly had the idea to do just what you said, Jean, which is that I performed the first bit of the poem, which is basically a checklist, which is what you were saying, which is ritualizing the madness, right? In which the bureaucratic way in which genocide is carried out step by step, right? And then I asked everyone in the room, based on the atrocities ongoing or that have happened in your countries, what are the lines that you would add to it? And I have some of the scribbles of what they did. And we did it as a parody, as a ritual of satire, because the things that were coming out were so horrific. And I said, imagine we can all of us add on to that poem, you know, all of what we are seeing happening. And from that, make that into a chant of recreation.
That's wonderful.